tell us about the giveaway, Alino.
Alrighty. Well, make sure to drop What is going on, Garage Couple fans? Welcome to the last episode of this TJ before we start the LJ. This is a jam-packed episode.
And there's a giveaway attached to this episode. Stick around until the end to see how you can enter to win whatever we're giving away. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll see, I guess. Don't worry, we still have some more episodes on this TJ. We're gonna install some other cool things, but we want to get to that LJ before the end of summer. So the next episode after this one will be the LJ episode. Now, if you're new to our channel, my name is Greg. I'm a physician. I drive 3 Jeep TJs. And that over there is Aline. She's a professor and she drives a JK.
Just one, huh? Not too cool.
Just a single JK. Now, in this week's episode, we are going to be installing brand new LED headlights, including ones with blinkers from mictuning. We are going to be installing an auxbeam switch panel, which allows us to control fuse circuits for various accessories, including this winch. We're also installing LED fog lights from Light the Way. These are yellow and these are driving lights and supposed to be super bright. Will get you night shots as well. And on top of it, we are installing interior LED lights as well as orange ambient LED lights. All of the links to everything will be in the description below. Stay tuned until the end to see how to enter the giveaway.
Without further ado, let's get started.
So the reason we're changing out these headlights is because they do not have a blinker function. We do like these headlights quite a bit, but after putting those fenders, we don't have front blinkers anymore. Now, to get the job done, we always just use some simple hand tools, some electrical connectors. All of these tools can be found in our Amazon shop. Look at that. That is our tool cart with all of these awesome brands. Let's get started. Why don't we take a look? Alrighty, Aline is unboxing that mic tuning LED headlight. I have actually never seen a set like this before. We've tried lots of LED headlights, as you know, but dang, that looks insane. What do you think?
That's cool. I might want these up.
I might want these too. And if you want these, stick around until the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and unbox the rest of these. It comes with a couple connectors here, the wiring for the blinkers as well as the DRL. And why don't we go ahead and unbox that auxbeam? Dang, here we go. Those are all your sticker options. We went with the 6 switch setup. Comes with the wire, comes with the fuse box, which you put under the hood.
Along with some brackets for mounting.
And here's the last item up for bid.
Up for bid?
LED driving lights from Auxbeam. These are the Light the Way series. And they have yellow adapters for the lights. Now, Auxbeam, if you're not aware, makes some really high quality, affordable lights. The links, as I mentioned, to everything will be in the description below. There is the mounting hardware, the brackets, the light, the wiring, all of the above. So why don't we start off with the headlights? We've done this a million times, but we'll fly through it. Or I guess, why don't we add this to our collection? What do you think, Ollie?
Let's do it.
Where should I put it?
On the left. All right.
All right, it's on. So there's only 3 Phillips screws holding in this headlight bezel. Go ahead and remove them and then remove the headlight bezel.
Now you're gonna use a Torx T15. Gonna go ahead and unplug it.
Now this kit had come with a lot of wiring to control the RGB functionality. So we're gonna just get rid of all of that wiring. I'm not sure if we're gonna use this in the future, but essentially let's just go ahead and take all of it out. So we had tapped into the DRL functionality. That's how we were getting power. We're actually gonna reuse that. We're gonna go ahead and reuse that for the daytime running light functionality. And in fact, we're gonna add one more tap to get the blinker functionality. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alrighty, out with the old.
Gonna go ahead and remove the left headlight as well.
And this is the blinker. Now before we put the headlight in, let's go ahead and test everything out. This is just a T-tap set. This is for the daytime running light, the yellow is daytime running light, the red is the blinker. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what we're working with. So it might be backwards, we might have to just swap these in a moment, but let's just plug it in and see. Are you excited to see what this thing looks like?
Yeah, I love these headlights.
I love them. Let's take a look. Plugs right in. Alrighty. I'm kind of jealous that you get to record. I want to see what it's like.
Oh.
Okay. So as you could tell, the orange lit up, meaning we just have to switch.
We reversed it,
Should be white.
and it's not.
Still orange. Did I reverse it? So one trick that I recommend with these headlights, or any headlights when you install them, just make sure you put them against the wall so that they're in the correct orientation. Lights. Why is it flickering? Oh, that's just the animation on how it starts.
It's the intro, huh?
Oh, that's so cool. Let's see that again. Oh, we get a little bit of an animation. Oh, that's super cool, guys. Oh my god. That is the coolest headlight I've ever seen in my life. Now let's see the blinker. Oh, snap. Alright, I'm gonna want more of these.
Alrighty, now that we know it's functioning and working, let's go ahead and plug that thing in and tidy up.
And just like I mentioned earlier, just make sure you point it against something so that you know that the headlights are in the right orientation. Because you can actually bolt these down however you'd like.
Let's not do that.
Let's do it a little bit, guys. Come on. We don't have to be so family friendly here.
Okay. Alrighty, we're all tucked away. Let's see how they look.
Do you see both?
Yep.
Let's take a look. Wow, those already look so mean even with the lights off. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see that animation. Wow, that is super cool, guys. We'll show you that at night as well.
Nice. That looks great.
Now I have blinkers again, guys, and those are super bright blinkers. I'll take them. All right, on to the next product. What do you think?
Let's do it. Next, we're gonna move on to those fog lights, and we're gonna mount them right over there on both sides.
So I'm gonna just remove the clear, and I'm gonna replace it with the yellow. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the housing back on and use these Allen screws to put everything back into position. In fact, let's do it in a way where the floodlight component is on the bottom. We have so much more to show you on this episode. I'm excited to show you the ambient lighting, interior, what lights.
Next, using a T55, we're gonna remove just one bolt on each side. And this is where the bracket is going to sit.
So the bolt that we removed for the bumper, surprise, surprise, is too large for this bracket. So we grab our friend drill here, and we're gonna drill out that hole. Catch you in a moment.
Now that we opened up that hole, we're gonna go ahead and add the bracket and put that screw back in. Now that the bracket's put in place, we're gonna go ahead and screw on that fog light. Wow, that seriously looks amazing. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing to that passenger side. We'll catch you back in a minute once it's mounted. Both sides are put in, time for wiring.
So the kit for the lights is really nice, actually. It comes with a relay, it comes with an inline fuse, it actually even comes with a button to turn it on and off. But we're gonna connect this to the auxbeam 6-gang control unit, so I actually don't need any of this. All I need is the positive and the negative. It's gonna plug straight into our fuse box. So let's do it. So here I've isolated the two inputs. So those are the two inputs, positive, negative, positive, negative. I'm just gonna cut them. So we got rid of all of these pieces. This is the relay, that's the relay block. That's the inline fuse, and this is the switch that comes with the kit. So all I really care for, I'm gonna put this aside, are the two connections, the two plugs to the actual fog lights right here, and the positive and negative. Now we're gonna route this into next to the battery, and we're gonna ground one side, and the other side we're gonna plug it straight into our auxbeam 6-gang. So why don't we go ahead and do that now? Nice waterproof connector.
after fishing it through, we are going to continue to fish it through the front.
We'll zip tie all of this down in a little bit. Let's go ahead and strip the sleeve here. So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna connect the two grounds to one another, and then I'm gonna connect the reds to one another, so we only have one red going up from this point forward. So let's do that now. So now, when I touch this to the battery, they both should turn on. Why don't you go check?
And they're on.
How are they look?
Great.
Perfect. So that tells me the wiring's good to go. Let's go ahead and drop some electrical tape over that connection. And then let's leave it as is, because next we're gonna install our switch panel.
So we decided to mount the control panel in the area that you see here. You're really just looking for an empty area that is sturdy and unobstructed. So that's where we went with. We just connected the positive to the battery. Just have a couple connections left and we are in business.
Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and ground this on the same spot that we grounded that fog light.
Both the positive and negative are connected, and it says we need an accessory, so we're gonna go ahead and tap. Tap, tap, tap.
So hopefully this saves you a bit of time. Of all of those fuses here, the only one that I could find that is switched, meaning it only turns on with the accessory key, is this oxygen sensor. The one here that you see in position number, that one, 15. It's the 15 amp. So go ahead and put in your fuse tap, connect it to your panel, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug the fog lights into the 20 amp spot right over there. Just go ahead and loosen that screw and then screw it back in once you slide it into the slot. This is how you're gonna add all 6 of your accessories. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this down here and then give it a tug test to make sure it's not going anywhere. That is sturdy. Now why don't we go ahead and test it out before connecting everything permanently to the vehicle.
Go for it.
So before we mount this into the vehicle and wire everything, I just want to make sure it works. And now it should only work with the key in the ignition, which is why we went to tap that fuse. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in right over here. And we should get a whole lot of nothing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put this through the firewall. It's right over here. It's that hole. This goes directly to the footwell of the driver's side. You might have a rubber plug there. Just go ahead and remove it if it's not already removed. In the case of ours, it was already removed.
So we ended up threading that cable through the back side of the Jeep and then go ahead and clip it into that fuse box right over there. We just tested it out and our panel is getting power, so we are good to go.
Time to mount it. Let's show you how we're gonna mount it. So I'm just removing these 3 bolts just to wire up the cable here. This is a T27.
We're just gonna lightly thread it in until the end and then we'll go ahead and tighten.
Because once we connect it, I'm gonna wanna pull back so that we don't have any slack up top. Now we can pull that up and down, no problem. So we'll just actually go ahead and tighten all of it.
Now the kit also comes with a bracket that you're gonna install. I just attached the second part of the bracket that's gonna mount directly onto the dash.
We might have to take it all apart so that we could put it to the dash first, but let's see.
We are gonna be using self-tapping screws to mount that bracket, and those come with the kit. One down and one more to go. All right, the bracket is mounted and now the switch panel is getting put on.
Alrighty, so here we are. Let's turn on the car. Jeep is on. There you are. Switch panel turns on, off. Now we just have to connect different features to it. Let's turn off the Jeep, and it's all off. Works like a champ. What do you think?
Totally. We are gonna go ahead and continue with the lighting. We have decided to mount 2 ambient lightings up on the roll cage above there. We're gonna thread underneath the roll cage cover so that you don't see any wire and you'll just see the lights coming out.
And we're gonna put, I think we'll put one in the middle, one in the back. Or do you think we should do 2 and 2?
I think side to side.
You think 1, 1, and 1?
Yeah.
In the middle. Okay. Like this.
Mm-hmm. We went ahead and unzipped that cover and we're gonna thread that cable through. We just put a small hole through that cage so that we can use a zip tie to pull the light. Made a small hole to thread the cables through. Both cables are through. Then go ahead and do the same few steps to that left side. Go ahead and thread a zip tie through with those 2 holes. Go ahead and secure the light in place. When it's secure, onto the second. Same steps. We'll catch you when it's done. Alright, both our lights are mounted, ready to wire them up. We're gonna be using some wire connectors to connect our wires.
So these are like wire nuts. You know, I know I'm gonna get flamed for this, but this is the best way that I could actually think about connecting all 4 of these wires to one another. So hopefully the polarity of all of them are all the same, black to black. Yanni, let's go ahead and put that wire nut connector.
Black and white are done. Let's test it out. And we are in business. Tucking everything back. Check them out. All neat and tidy. Ambitious us, we added 2 more lights in the footwell of both of the seats. And now we threaded it through, going to that switch not the switch panel, the fuse box. It's hot, guys. We're now going to connect the positive to the switch pod so that we can control when it gets turned on.
Using the 5 amp circuit here. Let's do a tug test. That's not going anywhere. Why don't we go ahead and test it out? This is the fog light, and I can tell that it works. Oh yeah! Wow, that looks wicked cool. Look at the feet area. That looks awesome. So this is fog light. Let's go ahead and put those stickers on. Alrighty, you guys, that was a loaded episode. Let's get you some night shots and let's tell you about this giveaway.
Let it roll.
So there you have the daytime running lights, the blinkers,
The underbody lights.
the low beam, and the high
everything
beam.
in between.
So there you have it, guys. Oh, and almost forgot, there's your fog lights.
On to the giveaway.
So why don't you leave a comment below, let us know what you think of this install. This was a loaded install, but it has totally changed the lighting game of this Jeep Wrangler. Now you guys can be proud of us for doing the light bars after the lift kit. What do you think?
I think so.
I think we're kind of taking a page out of your chapters.
Oh, man.
So tell us about the giveaway, Alino.
Alrighty. Well, make sure to drop a comment below. You need to, first of all, you have to be 18 or over to play, and you have to be within the United States. Sorry, my friends from Canada. Make sure you're 18 and over. Drop a line below and tell us what your favorite mod is on this TJ. We wrapped up, you guys. You might see a couple sprinkled episodes of the TJ in between that LJ that is up next. So drop a line with your favorite mod below, and we'll enter you, and in 1 week we'll announce the winner.
And we will randomly pick a comment from the description. We will announce it on next week's LJ reveal episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I think it's time I grab a margarita. What do you think?
I think that's That sounds great.
Yes, I think so too. So why don't you hop on your chariot and let's get the show on the road.